with apologies. Holding back, I got history. Yeah, yeah. But the way you've been crossing the line, oh, it's something in me that's.
Let me just sit down with you guys. There's just too much out. I used to be really good at toy rotation, and there's 2 of those organizers. Each kid, like each one of my sons, had their own like designated organizer. Kind of missed that, but my 2-year-old was in the stage of like dumping everything, and then I brought these out here and they turned into like their little shelves. So they like displaying their like favorite toys. That's a house my 4-year-old made with like popsicle sticks. So it's like really sweet. They get to display. They're super into building. We have any kind of building block you can think of, literally. So I don't want to get rid of that for them because they're actually excited that like these things are out here. And I asked my sons if they wanted them back in their closet. They said no. Let's see what we can get done. Maybe we'll do like a power hour. Let's literally, like, this is a challenge for me because I procrastinate so much. Obviously I've been sitting on the floor for what, 6 minutes? I'll probably cut this down to 3. I don't know if I have the patience to do everything today. My main concern is bringing some of their toys out. I'm gonna set up my tripod. I'm probably gonna make my 3rd. Oh my gosh, you guys, my French press broke. Obviously I needed to talk because, well, here we are. Fast forward if you want to start cleaning. My French press broke. I can't even make coffee. That's like my thing. I absolutely love coffee. Yeah, we're just gonna wing it and see what we come up with. So
Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright. Never cut it.
So before you ask me why I dumped before we like actually get into why I dumped everything out, that's the only way I can function. If I'm gonna declutter, I need everything physically in front of me. Otherwise, like I'm gonna forget. Like, he's helping. Otherwise I'm gonna forget there's like 30 other things in the closet. I need every single toy in front of me. 1, because I need to know what we're donating, what we're keeping, and honestly what we're going to be rotating. So it looks like a mess, and yes, I made a mess on purpose, but that's just the way that I function. I don't recommend that if you get overwhelmed, or if you have like, if you get a little anxious, or you know, cleaning is like not your jam right away. Start small. But for me, this works. So I don't advise this 100%, but if it works for you, put everything in the middle and just start weeding it out, because that's exactly what we're going to be doing. And it's also kind of nice when they do play with you, when they play like around you, because then you'll kind of see like what they grab at. I know what my kids have been playing with for the last like 2-3 months, and I've been watching. There's quite a bit that we're going to be donating, and a lot of this is why it's in the closet. 1, we homeschool, so he's getting all the trucks. That's enough. Okay, that's enough. We rotate quite a bit, and I had it in the closet so that like I could we could keep it a little like more minimal, and they were a little overstimulated having everything out in their room, and now it's a little isolated, like everybody has their own space.
You open this?
Chatty video, guys.
You open this?
We don't need to open the Legos. So I'm just gonna kind of start weeding stuff out. I'm probably gonna like lower the camera so you can see what I'm going through, and just for privacy for my kids. So grab something you need to get done. I'm gonna set like a 30-minute timer just to like kind of cut it off and see what I can get rid of. I may declutter twice. Don't try to do it all in one day. Take it in steps, because if you overwhelm yourself, then it's just you know.
Somehow you make me change, like I'm better off with you. Like I'm better off with you. Kinda used to these battlegrounds where you flee, you don't stick around, no. But the way you've been giving me time.
So having everything in front of me and kind of all mixed up is sort of a different way of decluttering that I'm trying. And typically I'll just go into each bin, organize everything, and then declutter. But I actually wanted to try this way of decluttering and just have everything in front of me. Having to physically touch every single item before it was put away, it made it a little bit more ruthless as far as decluttering. we did have a little bit of time off camera with the kids and just asked, you know, hey, is there anything that you'd like to bless somebody else with? We can donate. Are there things that you'd like to keep in the top of the closet? And are there things, you know, that are off limits, things that you absolutely love? And I always include my children when we are decluttering. I never want to get rid of something that they absolutely love. So we made some pretty cool decisions. We had a pretty hefty pile at the end of the video, you'll see. And it was nice to just see everything. One, to say, hey, you know, do we need 800 Hot Wheel cars? No. Are we playing with these things? Are we just attached to them? Or are they things that we can put up for later, like on a rainy day? So when you are decluttering, just make sure that you take your time. Don't try to overwhelm yourself with, you know, you're trying to declutter 4 different rooms at one time. Do one drawer, one cabinet. Whatever pace you have to go at, just make sure that you're doing that so that you can do it effectively and not have to go back as often. The goal of decluttering is to minimize your stress and minimize the amount of times that you have to touch something. I like to touch something once, and the more that I declutter, the less I feel like I have to tend to that area.
Something left to lose. Even if there is something left for you to prove, I got bad taste of hanging around you. Bad. I'm so sorry about the bitter end. I'm so sorry if I misbehave. In the middle we got tangled up, but in the aftermath of us, I don't regret that much. I don't regret that. Sunny side up, try to keep it cool. Bending all the rules, bending all the rules. It gets colder, but I hate being cruel. I can't be cruel to you. Even if you got something left to lose, even if there is something left for you to prove, I got bad taste of hanging around you.
Say something meaningful, say something I don't know. I wanna know you better. The way that you talk to me, the way that you make me feel, I don't know if you're real. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you make me feel right. Wanna look at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you know.
So you guys will see me taking down some of those white bins. So that's the one bucket is for overflow toys, like I mentioned before. And then the second one is for library books, or we call them library books. My sons call it their library, their bookshelf. We are extremely passionate about reading in our home. My kids love to read, and fun fact, you can actually get really amazing books at Dollar Tree. Some are hit and miss, but they often have really great books. Super inexpensive. Your kids grow through books. They grow out of them and they go through them so quickly. So if you can make a minimal investment into something like that, I'm all for it. So I'm going to actually swap out our books. I like to rotate those very often as well. Carry a small basket around with you when you are decluttering. You can kind of just dump everything in there so it doesn't seem as big as a mess and it's not as overwhelming. That way, when you do have to, you know, donate or throw things away, one, is easier to take to your car, and two, it's already in a confined space.
Until my lungs give out, you're beautiful. it slow. Ooh, I just want you now. I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you make me feel right. Wanna look at you all night. Wanna put you in that spotlight.
I hope this gave you some sort of motivation to tackle any sort of decluttering project you have on your mind or in the back of your head. Don't be afraid to tackle it. If it's going to take you more than one day, let it be. Take your time and try to enjoy the process. It's not something that happens overnight. Here's just the top of the closet. The top of the closet for me is always a work in progress. So I'm happy with how everything turned out. They have more floor space. We have a really big pile that we're going to be able to donate, which is really nice. And the boys were super excited, one, to have new books out and to see their toys back in their room. Mommy and Daddy will be happy that the closet door is not opening 800 times a day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you tomorrow for an After Dark Clean with me. It will be uploaded later in the evening. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And don't forget to give yourself grace and tell yourself that you are doing amazing again, no matter what you get done today.
Oh, you know you're beautiful, you're beautiful, and it's like you're untouchable, like you're untouchable. Don't you know, you know you're beautiful, I'll sing until my lungs give out, you're beautiful.